It's time for Crusader Baseball. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gill Stadium for tonight's matchup facing the Memorial Crusaders home for their second time on the season, facing off against the Nashua North Titans. Titans already have won here this week. They beat the Central West Knights on Monday by a final score of 6-1, and now it'll be the Crusaders' turn to match up against the Titans to see what can go down. Alex Rodriguez will be pitching for the Crusaders tonight, and he will have his hands full with a very well-rounded Titans lineup here with Austin Suzeki, the center fielder, starting things off. Austin is a big part of Legion Baseball as well as this Titans squad, and he will see what he can do to start things off here. We're excited to see what can go down. Memorial fell to Bedford by a score of 7-1 on Monday. And now first pitch is swinging, but it's going to be grounded right to the shortstop. Nice throw over to Zach Johnson for the out. And that will do it for Suzeki with a great throw by Ben Malu to get that first out. So one pitch, one out, and A-Rod feeling good. Umpires here for tonight's matchup. Behind the plate, a veteran of baseball around the state is Brian Troop. And in the field, a guy that we all know, we've seen him time and time again, is Jim Walsh, who made that out call. And for the second batter, wearing number 2, Ty Byrne, he is their shortstop, and he is swinging a miss on the first pitch. And A-Rod ready to go for pitch number 2. And going to be a curveball that just does not curve enough to get called a strike. Byrne had kind of gotten out of the way. And now a 1-1 count. Just outside. Troop did not like it enough to want to give that a empathetic strike call. First pitch was 7:03. Second night game of the week here for the Crusaders. And plenty more to go in this season. Again, it is April 16th. And now another ground ball. Not able to get it by Malu. And will be on for an infield single. A-Rod tried to get it. Ended up getting to Malu, who tried to one-hand it. And will go for an it. So the first base runner of the game goes to the Titans. And with one down, we'll see what the pitcher, Nolan Sullivan, can do. Nolan's been a big part of the Legion baseball as well, wearing the number 5. And he has some strength, can definitely hit this ball of long ways. Inside pitch. A brisk, windy night here at Gill. Temperature 45 degrees with a northwest wind blowing about 15 to 20 miles per hour. So it is feeling very cold out on the bases and out in the field. And you can see that the sponsors are not doing so well out there today. Still no flag out in center. A strike call right there. Kind of go through the fielding here. Malu at shortstop. Isaiah Solis at third base. Jacob Valier doing the catching duty again. Crushed foul. Wasn't even close to being a fair ball. And we'll get a new baseball as well, trying to actually get out there and get the ball. Being a good lad that he is Mason Poitras. Mason looking to have a little redemption after losing a fly ball in the lights on Monday. But now a 1-2 count on Nolan Sullivan here. Rodriguez from the stretch takes a look over at Byrne at first. And delivers home. A hit and run going on here. It's going to be sliced into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. Tessier able to get that, and Byrne rounding third and will be able to score. And the Titans take a 1-0 lead on a stand-up triple by Nolan Sullivan, helping his cause, taking the lead and standing at third base with a big hit right here in the top of the first. And Sullivan will try to keep that energy going to the pitching mound in the bottom half of this inning. Still one down here. And now we'll see the likes of Owen Forcier. He is the designated hitter. Takes a pitch outside for ball one. A-Rod delivers, fouled up onto the rooftop here. So a 1-1 count. Nolan Sullivan just 90 feet away, looking to pad the lead here for the Titans. Rodriguez delivers. High pitch goes up, and it goes to all the way to the backstop, and Sullivan head first slide into home, and the Titans take a 2-0 lead here. Pitch just a little up and away. The Valier was not able to get, and leads to a second run for the Titans. And now bases empty. Forcier with a 2-1 count here. Nice slider, just not call a strike. It looks very appealing from up here. Brian Troop gets paid to be the umpire. I do not, so I'll let him make that decision. Fastball bounces outside, and third consecutive base runner here for the Titans as Forcier is able to get to first. Quick timeout called on the field as I want to give some love. Isaiah Solis, who pitched a great game through the first 4 innings on Monday, only allowing 1 run, kind of comes out and wants to make sure that everyone's on the same page that, hey, we got your back. Let them hit it. See what we can't get every single ball, but we're going to do our best to make the plays when they count. And now it will be the likes of Mario Ramirez, the catcher. Mario is a stallmate behind the plate for both Nashua Legion and the Titans. Wearing the pink gloves, the pink ankle protector. Easy to recognize here is Mario. I would love to force a 6-4-3 double play. Thought about the bunt, but pulls back. 2-0 count. Rodriguez takes a long walk behind the plate to try to get things squared away. Again, the wind is a huge factor. A huge temperature change from Monday to Wednesday. Fouled up nearly into the windows here in the press box. So a 2-1 count as Troop gets back behind the plate. Ramirez anticipating the pitch. Rodriguez looks over at Forcier at first. The pitch and popped up high in the air, but it looks like it's going to end up here on the rooftop. So back-to-back foul balls makes the count 2-2. One out here, top of the first. Ball outside, count will go full. Titans already 1-0 on the season, looking to add some runs here. Mario Ramirez, 3-2 count. And an outside ball 4. Kind of a very subdued call there. But back-to-back walks have allowed the Titans to get some more base runners. Coach Pat not wanting to come out and take a visit just yet. Might make Nick Provencher and the assistant coach come out before. But now it's the left-handed hitting Eric McGinnis. McGinnis playing out in right field today. Takes the first pitch for a strike. McGinnis in the 6th spot. And swing and a miss, so Rodriguez attacking McGinnis here. Gets him down in the count, 0-2. McGinnis drops his back elbow. Needs to keep that stronger and more out. Kind of more of a slap type hitter. Takes a deep breath, and Rodriguez will try to get him his first K. Again, just one down here. And he gets it. Strike 3. And Rodriguez helps himself with a 4-pitch strikeout. Now we'll see what James Markley can do here. Markley, the third baseman, will be hitting from the 7th spot. And he sends one out to right field. It's going to one-hop down. Let's see if they set him. They are. And grounding third and able to score standing up. And the Titans are able to put another up on the board. And now we'll see Ryder Clancy due up. But runners on the corners here with, again, 2 outs. And the Titans enjoying the confines of Gill Stadium so far this season have scored their 9th run. 10th run just 90 feet away now. First pitch is a strike down the middle. Ramirez was able to move up to third on that hit. Markley not taken off for second just yet. Clancy playing the first base position. He's going to ground one over to second. Should be cans and corn. And a 4-3 putout right there. Good job by Matt Verdaro getting it to Zach Johnston. But the damage has been done by the Titans. They put up 3 in the top part of the inning. We'll see what the Crusaders can do in the bottom part with Frank Tessier, Ben Malu, and Isaiah Solis due up. Kyle Levy with Manchester Memorial Television. Back with more right after this. And back here at Gill for the bottom of the first. We'll see what the Crusaders can do with their bats. For the defense of Nashua North, we got Austin Suzeki at center field. Ty Byrne will be the shortstop. Nolan Sullivan will be the pitcher, with Mario Ramirez doing the catching duty. We'll have the likes of Eric McGinnis out in left field. James Markley at third base. Ryan Clancy at first base. Ryan Guerin, the right fielder, and doing the work at second base will be Dawson Bolton. So we'll see what Frank Tessier can do here. He was able to get on base on Monday to lead things off for the Crusaders with an error before being stranded at third base. So we'll see if Frank can get things going here. First pitch inside. Watching Sullivan's warm-ups, he certainly has a very quick fastball, and he also has an array of different pitches. It looks like a slider was in there. And now we got a quick discussion here between Ramirez and Sullivan to get things squared away, as they're not seeing eye to eye through the first pitch. And now kind of some issues here that he is not feeling so good. Not a sight we like to see here early in this contest, as Sullivan is down to one knee, and not sure if this is a medical issue or what exactly is going on here. Certainly is feeling the back of his head, and the infield has gotten together behind the play. Brian Troop has kind of come out. Not sure if the trainer is here. As I look around and see what we can do, Sullivan has taken his hat off now, and not something we like to see. Sullivan had just got himself an RBI triple and was able to score in the top part of the inning, and now to see him on one knee, and they're going to have a pitching change here as Sullivan is going to, looks like, come out of this game, and certainly nothing that we like to see here on any sort of broadcast is an injury or something going wrong. So we'll take a break here, let the new pitcher come in, and see what we can give you for info on Nolan Sullivan. Well, after taking some water, it looks as though Nolan Sullivan is going to try to grind this out, as certainly a situation we'll be paying attention to throughout the rest of this game to see what Nolan can do. Second pitch is upstairs for a ball. Certainly not something you're used to seeing. One pitch, and he kind of was not feeling so good. So got some water, maybe a little dehydration. It is, again, a weird night weather-wise, and third pitch is inside for ball 3. Frank will not be swinging at this, as he would like to get on base. Frank popped out and struck out as well in the game on Monday. So a 3-0 count. See if Sullivan can find the strike zone. He is unable to, and a 4-pitch walk for the junior, Frank Tessier. And he will see what he can do with his speed. But now Coach Zach has come out for the Titans, and Nolan just is not going to be able to keep going in this game, as a handshake, and we'll got to see what they decide to do with him. If, obviously the Elliott Hospital is right up the street if he is needed to go somewhere. And the tough performance here. One batter faced 4 pitches out of the strike zone, and get some water, and hopefully everything will be all right for Nolan Sullivan. But Now we will get a pitching change here as we'll be back to see what happens. Win this bottom of the first. An interesting one so far, but we got a new pitcher. We'll see who that is coming up. Well, coming in from the outfield to be the new pitcher, we'll see the likes of Ryan Guerin, the left-handed throwing pitcher here. So we got one right-handed pitcher in Nolan Sullivan, and now we're switching to the left, and we'll see what Ben Malu can do. First strike thrown here to the Crusaders, and a 1-1 count. Heading out to the outfield to replace Ryan Guerin, hitting in where Nolan Sullivan will now be Charlie Patterson. A lot of unknowns here about Nolan Sullivan, and now Ryan Guerin will try to help him out, and now a 3-1 count. Hitters count here for Malu. Ben's trying to make sure that the umpire, Brian Troop, is aware of what's going on. See if they put on a hit and run. It's going to be high, and now back-to-back base on balls. And Malu will put on his sliding mitt and get ready to rumble here with now the tying run up to bat and Isaiah Solis. Solis looked great the other night pitching. Got the no decision. Scored the lone run for the Crusaders. Was able to get on base, so they base on balls in the fourth. Did hit into a double play and popped out to third base. And he cranks one. Oh, gets past the third baseman. This might be just a single. We'll see. And they're going to hold it. So the bases are juiced. And Isaiah Solis gets his first hit of the year. And it helps the Crusaders get the bases loaded. And Mason Poitras will see what he can do hitting from the 4 spot. He's got ducks in the pond. Let's see if he can bring them home. And with the wildness that we've seen from Ryan Guerin, a pass ball will easily bring home this speedy Tessier. Pitch upstairs. The Crusader bench getting very loud here. And a called strike. One count. And cranked up in the air, but should be trouble though. Ranging out and able to make the catch is Dawson, but the throw home will not be in time. And Tessier is able to come around and score. And now it is a 3-1 contest. Will work as a sac fly for Mason Poitras, and moving up to third on the throw was Malu. So the tying run still on base, and a 3-1 game with just one out. And Jacob Valier, the catcher, will be up to bat now. He obviously knows the strike zone from Brian Troop being the catcher, so we'll see if he's able to get a hold of one here. Wind a huge factor. If you're able to hit it to right field, if you ride that wind, it could be trouble down that 312 line. Jacob, one strike on him. Upstairs. Collier takes a pitch upstairs. Coaches for the Titans. Zach Harris, the head coach. Chris Kinney, Mike Harris, and Adam Roberts, the assistants. And now count goes 2-2. Jacob had a tough day on Monday, going 0 for 3. 2 Ks and a flyout to right field. Love to get his first hit as well. And he's a little ground ball taken by Garrett. It's a tough throw. And now we got a little bit of a collision. We'll see what Jim Walsh says. Will it be interference? Waiting to see what the decision is. The run came around to score. And you can see the frustration by the Titans as now the coach comes out to discuss things. Valier got a ground out. It will be a 1-3, but would it have been a 3-2? Melu right now is safe at home. And now Zach Harris wants to talk to Brian Troop about things. He has had enough of Jim Walsh. Matt Verdaro has come out and gotten ready, but Ramirez and Ryan Guerin are discussing things, and now Zach has left the discussion, and the inning will continue here. So now, tying run at second base. And Matt Verdaro will see if he can help the cause as well, the second baseman. So 2 runs coming off of sacrifices for the Crusaders. And Matt would like to get a run cleanly here if he can send one into the outfield. Crusader bench having a great time below us here. Chanting for Matty. And he swings and misses off speed. Verdaro able to send that out into left field. They're going to keep him at third. Single for Verdaro, his second of the year. And now runners will be at the corners. And we'll see what the designated hitter and Ryan Boylan can do to try to tie up this game. It was a hard shot out into left field. Only so much that Solis could do. A little bit slower. He might have had a chance, but just was not able to get home just yet. But we'll see what Boylan can do. Taken off. Ramirez with a throw. It's a bad one. It bounces away. And now the tying run will come around. And we got a tie game. Look at the excitement on the Crusaders. They're pumped up. Ramirez was throwing, but no one was there yet. He's got a heck of an arm. We know that for a fact. We've seen him numerous times. The pitch did go for a strike, and now the lead run is at second base. And a strike there, calming things down. manufacturing runs of the Crusaders. And now down goes the Crusaders with strike 3, but not after putting 3 up on the board. A crazy bottom of the inning here with 2 different pitchers pitching. And we got a tied up game. We'll head to the top of the second with a 9-1-2 part of the lineup. It will be Ryan Guerin, Austin Shizeki, and Ty Byrne due up. Top of the second, and for the second time in this contest, Alex Rodriguez will be pitching to a Titan pitcher. This time it will be the likes of Ryan Guerin, who came in after Nolan Sullivan had an issue after one player pitched to, and now we'll see what Guerin can do. Back-to-back lefties to start things off for Rodriguez, so got to be careful here. First pitch, a beaut for strike 1. Guerin swings on an off speed for strike 2. See if he goes inside, jamming Guerin here. Bounces away in the dirt, or what, the fake dirt, I guess. Into the turf. Pebbles? Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, 1-2 count now. Try to get him chasing, but he wasn't going for it. Guerin listens to TLC a lot. Don't go chasing. 2-2 count. Bounces in. So, after falling behind in the count, 2-0-2, it's now a 3-2 count. Guerin knows the strike zone well, being the pitcher now. Gave up 2 runs. Now hoping to help the Titans' cause. We'll see the full count, and strike 3! Rodriguez does some happy hops there on the mound and gets the first out. You can see the hands are tough today to keep warm. The real temperature right now has got to be right about freezing. The fans in attendance here are all in blankets, hoods on, winter hats. It's not an easy night here at Gill. And comes back with another strike. Austin Shizeki, who grounded out to short. 0 for 1 on the day. Takes a pitch low. 1-1 count now. And now fouled off. It will be foul a long ways. Gets all the way to the railing. Shout out to the first base coach, Mike Harris or Chris Kinney, for going all the way out there to get it. 1-2 count. Ooh, just misses low. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the lineup here for the Titans. Try to get him chasing. Count goes full again. See if Alex can get the call again. He doesn't have to worry about it, as a strike 3 and back-to-back Ks. And you can see him trying to get the blood flow into his hands to keep it warm. He just needs 1 more out. But Ty Byrne, who already has himself a single, will be the batter with 2 outs in the top of the second. Byrne was able to score the first run. Just misses outside. Byrne had to burn around the base paths from first base on that Nolan Sullivan triple. You know he's got speed. Just misses outside. Valier looking over at Coach Pat, giving the signs. 2 outside pitches. Now they're going to go back to the outside. Oh, it's actually right down the middle, but it was low. So Byrne will not be swinging here. On a 3-0 count. See if Alex can find the strike zone. He does. The mound here, a little bit of a worry for a lot of players. And ball 4. And Byrne is on for the second time. And now replacing Nolan Sullivan will be Charlie Patterson. His first time up to bat here. And a big spot. Replacing a big hitter in the 3-hole. And he pops one up on the rooftop here. Patterson protecting. And he's going to send one over to Zach Johnson, who makes the play. And he's just going to crawl over to first for the out. Loses his sunglasses. The sun isn't out anymore, but they still rock the glasses. But either way, able to get that third out. And the Crusaders will try to take some of that energy and bring it to the plate. And we'll have the likes of Zach Johnson, Will Sloper, and Frank Tessier do up the 8-9-1 part of the lineup for the bottom of the second. More from Gill Stadium on Manchester Public Television after this. Back here for the bottom of the second inning, and Zach Johnson, who was on base 3 times on Monday, will be the leadoff hitter, looking to continue his OBP and takes a first pitch way up and outside for ball 1. Zach was able to get his first varsity hit on Monday versus the Bedford Bulldogs and certainly celebrated. As unfortunately, the team couldn't celebrate. And now slices one out to right. And Zach Johnson, you are on fire, baby. A big hit to start things off. He puts the sliding glove on and will look to continue around the base paths. And for his first time up to bat this season, it'll be Will Sloper. Will, the center fielder, did not get a chance to hit on Monday as he was the designated hitter in his spot. So we'll see what Will can do here. And he's going to slice one out to the other way, but ranging over. Oh, just not able to make that. You could see the absolute frustration right there. The wind, the lights, everything not working for James Markley. And now we'll see if will try to send one that way again or maybe put down a bunt. It seems like Markley is playing very in the infield here, prepared for this. Outside for ball 1. Clouds have come in. The sun has set now as of 22 minutes ago. Overcast, cold night. And now Will half gets it, and this will work for a hit. No one covering third, but Zach is not able to get there. And a check swing single we here put the first 2 hitters on base for the Crusaders. Good job by Sloper. Able to just get that over Markley. And now we have back-to-back singles, and Frank Tessier will come up to bat with a duck on the pond here at second base. Frank was able to walk and score last inning. Takes a first pitch strike. Sometimes you just let the bat do the work, and that's what Sloper did. Frank trying to send one away, fouls it towards the Titans dugout. Not sure if Troop is running out of baseballs right now. We've had a number of them, and we're actually going to give some time for Mario Ramirez to make sure he's okay, as that fouled off of his wrist area. And there, Brian Troop doing a good job of giving him some time. Nothing worse than an injury on a cold night. Just does not seem to, the sting just lasts for so long. The ball gets away, and now Zach and will move up 90 feet. Zach with an unneeded slide, but either way, he's able to get on the bag. A 1-2 count here. Mario dealing with some issues here with his equipment. Looks like the knee pad area seems to not be Velcroing as well. Take a moment to let him get squared away. He's deserved the right with his playing ability. Obviously, in the importance of a catcher. So Frank, now a chance to get some RBIs. Outside. Infield playing in. Ready to throw home if need be. Tess gets the pitch. Inside. Count goes full. First base is available. It is vacant with the runners moving up on that pass ball. Frank would love the ability to get on base for a second time with a walk. And he swings at an inside pitch, and you can see the frustration on him. But Ryan Guerin able to get himself a K. And now it'll be Ben Malu who will try to help the Crusaders take the lead. Ben went 1 for 3 on Monday. Had a single. Big swing right there. Nothing but air. Ben walked last inning, just like Frank. Ball outside. You can see a lot of movement from all the players trying to keep themselves warm tonight. Can warmers are only so good. And a swing and a miss. Ben fooled on that one. Now down to a 1-2 count. Ryan Guerin looking for his third K here. Back to back. Foul ball. Look at this movement by Coach Pat. Oh, he fumbles it. Still was able to get to the ball in time, and now looks like Ramirez sees something in Malu. Wants to make sure that they are on the same page with this big pitch here. Guerin wants to make sure, see if he can place the ball where Ramirez wants it. Ryan quickly fixes the mound. field gets used a lot between Central West and Memorial and the JV squad today here. Oh, tried to place it was Ramirez, but Brian Troop did not fall for it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taking a moment. Guerin delivers. Inside. Having to use his acrobatics right there is Ben. And for the second consecutive batter, it goes to a full count. Still only 1 out here. First base still open. And he slices one out to right field, ranging over, able to make that catch. They send Zach. The play will be at the plate, and it will be safe at home. And the Crusaders, for the first time this season, take a lead 4-3. Charlie Patterson able to make that catch, but the throw was just not able to get to Ramirez in time. And Will Sloper able to move up as well. It does work for a sac fly. And now Isaiah Solis would love to get himself an RBI. Solis was able to single in the first. Takes a pitch strike. Guerin readies and delivers. Ball kind of gets away. Oh, it stops Brian Troop, able to save Ramirez. Sloper certainly has some speed, but it hit off the foot of the umpire and stayed in the area. So no movement to put up another run for the Crusaders yet, but the count is 1-1. Foul ball and no play to be made by anyone. It just slow rolls all the way out to the bullpen. But that's now 2 strikes. Isaiah got to be careful. Runner at third. Called strike 3, and Guerin able to get himself out of a jam. Leaves 1 left on base, and after a couple singles, the Crusaders take their first lead of the year and will look to play some defense here in the top of the 3rd inning. It will be the likes of the 4, 5, 6 four-seer Ramirez McGinnis due up for Nashua North. Back out with more after this. So for the first time this season, Nashua North playing from a deficit, and Alex Rodriguez will try to keep him at bay as we start the top of the 3rd inning. We'll see just what Rodriguez can do if he was able to stay warm here, as he is able to stay warm on the bench with someone hitting in his place today. And now we'll see what Owen Forcier can do. Owen was able to walk and score the 3rd run back in the 1st inning. Takes an inside pitch for a strike. Owen hitting in place of the second baseman, Dawson Bolton. So, doesn't have to stress about the field work. And now a little ground ball. Rodriguez will take it himself. Quick little flip over to Zach Johnson, and a 1-3 putout here for the Crusaders. And not exactly what the designated hitter is supposed to do here, but it works for the Crusaders. And now with 1 out, we'll see just what Mario Ramirez can do. Mario walked as well, got stranded at 3rd base. hoping that his hand is okay from the foul ball at this point. See if it affects his hitting. And he sends one out to center field. Will Sloper has to quickly have that taken care of out in center field, but Mario slashes one out to center, and the Titans have the tying run on base here in the top of the third. Eric McGinnis looking for some revenge here in the third. He struck out in the first. The left fielder certainly has a unique swing. Valier able to keep that at bay as an inside pitch. Not a lot of speed with Ramirez at first. Rodriguez will kind of keep an eye on him. A swing and a miss. One count here. Throw over. Zach puts the tag on, but Jim Walsh says safe. Ramirez getting a couple more inches away. A swing and a miss there by McGinnis. A lot of talk here from the Titans bench. Very loud to the left side of the camera. And strike three. McGinnis goes down for the second time, and that will be 2 outs now for the big hitter right here. And James Markley, he had an RBI single his first time up, and would love to get himself another RBI if given the chance here. Hitting from the 7 hole. Takes a first pitch for a strike. You can see that he thought about it. Pitch just barely misses. Try to go with the off-speed changeup. Brian Shroop didn't like it or didn't see it the way that Rodriguez did. Ball low, so 2-1 count. Markley takes ball 3. Mario Ramirez at first base. Hitters count here. As you know, Rodriguez has got to try to hit the strike zone. He steps on the plate, gets the sign. Takes a breath and delivers. And it will go for ball 4. So the lead run now for the Titans on base. And Markley on for the second time in tonight's matchup. And Ryder Clancy will be the next hitter. But they're going to quickly chat about things. Wondering if there's going to be a possible pickoff move with Melu and Rodriguez. So Ryder ended the first, grounding out to second base. See if Verdaro's ready for that again. Ball outside. Rodriguez delivers, and a swinging strike. Unable to catch up to that fastball. Clancy, the first baseman. Pitch outside. Valier wanted to throw down to first base. It was a very big lead by Markley, but Zach Johnston was playing a little deep here. See if they think about that further in the season. Pickoff move to first. A swing and a miss here. And count goes 2-2. Kind of a taking a breath here. No pitch count, obviously, in high school baseball, so Rodriguez can take a moment to breathe. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base. Upstairs, and the count goes full. Runners will be off. Full count. Rodriguez. His jersey blowing in the wind. See if he goes to the fastball. He does! And strike 3. Able to get himself out of a jam. And the energy on the Crusaders with the lead. Looking to do some more. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 part of the lineup. Poitras, Valier, and Verdaro due up in the bottom of the third. We got a lead for the Crusaders. See if they can pad it. Back with more after this. Mason Poitras will be the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the third. He's got himself an RBI on a sac fly. We'll see if he can send one away and get himself a clean hit to start things off. Mason has been on base a few times. He's got a number of sacrifices so far in the season. Now he's going to golf one. Could be a tough spot. Ranging. And, they're saying he's out. See, he is not pleased with that. It looked like the foot of the first baseman had come up. But obviously, Jim Walsh has the best angle. He saw it from his spot there on the field. And a great throw from the third base position. Got to give the web gem right there to James Markley. He was able to get that to Ryder Clancy. And now there's one down. Ball 1 here to number 15, Jacob Valier, who would have himself a sacrifice RBI as well. Hitting it to the pitcher. Called a strike. My goodness. Jacob would like to get himself a clean hit. He's 0 for 4 on the season. And now he's going to send one over to short. And one hop and the throw across. So Jacob will try to get things going here as a easy play right there by the shortstop, Ty Byrne. And now quickly there are 2 outs. And it will come down to number 5. We'll see what Matt Verdaro could do. He was able to get himself a single. His first time up, was stranded at second base. Long time here for, tried to hold off, was not able to. Matt would love to have that one back. Ryan Guerin took a long time to figure out what pitch he wanted to throw. Obviously, it was a good one. A leaf kind of on the field here below us. You can see it kind of blowing in the wind. Count goes 1-1. And a tough pitch to hit right there. The slider is sliding. Now, see if they go back to it. Matt has not been able to come close to hitting it. Guerin delivers. And it's a great game to watch. But when you got a bat in hand, you got to put the bat on the ball. And for Ryan Guerin, he will appreciate that with a 1-2-3 inning. Titans feeling the energy here. We'll see what they can do in the top part of the fourth inning. We will have the likes of 9-1-2, Guerin, Shizuki, and Byrne due up. Fresh off of that strikeout, Ryan Guerin will try to get on base here as the leadoff hitter in the top of the fourth takes a first pitch inside for ball one. Guerin was able to have a good at-bat, but struck out to start the second inning. See if he can do something better here. A foul ball that's going to end up hitting off the top of the dugout into the crowd. So count goes 1-1. Rodriguez has 5 Ks on the day. Does not get the call there. And 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. See if you can get another here in the fourth. Ball low. No one warming up in the Crusaders bullpen as of yet. Now sent out, but caught right there. It looked great off the bat, but able to play some great defense out in right field and can't do much more with Frank Tessier when he is able to play so much field out there in right. So either way, out number 1, and Guerin is out for the second time. Now it's Austin Shizuki. Austin watches that pitch go by. Shizuki is 0 for 2. Grounded out to short and struck out. Down to the count. Strike called on the outside corner. Austin not pleased with that. Try to get him chasing and did not fall for it, so count goes 1-2. The pitch hits the plate and bounces over. Seems like Alex certainly likes the color blue. Rocks the blue Jordan cleats, the blue glove. Slice foul. Ricochets and will be in foul territory. Great running by Sam Cobbs to try to go get that ball. See if we see him try to steal a base later in this game with that speed that I just witnessed. Try to get him chasing again. Count now full. A battle going on here. Austin versus Alex. And now sliced in. Will Sloper coming in and does not make the catch. It's going to keep on rolling. Tessier comes and gets it. And he will have a stand-up. No, excuse me. He should have been a stand-up, but he slides in. And Austin Zuzecki will get himself on base. A tough one to call. Not sure if Will lost that in the lights or what exactly happened, but he immediately put his hand on his head, upset with himself. Good backup by Frank Tessier. And now the tying run just 90 feet away for Nashua North. And Ty Byrne, who has already got himself on base twice with a single and a walk, scored also a run up to bat. First pitch goes for a strike. Now popped up in the air. We'll see if they try to get him to run. Will has a heck of an arm. The throw is not in time, and the Titans are able to tie up the game. Ty Byrne with a sac fly. And this game is 4-4. And you can see they are pumped on the left side dugout. And the bases are now empty. You can see Melu trying to make sure that A-Rod's like, it's all good. It's all good. It's a new game. First pitch. A nasty pitch for a strike. Charlie Patterson. Down low for a ball. Charlie's 0 for 1. Grounded out to first base. His lone time up. Outside just misses. A strike there, so count now 2-2. Now pop up in the air. Solis and Melu both there and able to either way make the out. And that will do it. So after a costly error and a sac fly, the Titans have tied this game up 4-4. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth with the 7-8-9 part of the lineup. Be back with more here on Manchester Public Television after this. It'll be Ryan Boylan versus Ryan Guerin here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll see which Ryan wins. Guerin got the best of him the first time with Boylan striking out. So we'll see what they can do. The energy has changed hands right now in the hands of the Titans. But Boylan could easily change that with a swing of the bat. 4-4, bottom of the fourth. And he smokes one towards Beach Street. Yeah, you can hear the the teammates' reaction. That was a monster shot. Just a bit foul, though. So count goes 1-1. A swing and a miss. So down in the count. Boylan needs to produce here. He is the DH. His job is to hit the ball. And ball gets away. And the throw is in time. So second K of the day for Ryan Boylan. And Ryan Guerin able to win the battle again. And now 1 out here. And Mr. OBP, Zach Johnson, drew up. He was able to get a single and scored what was then the lead run. He slices one out to right again, and this is going to drop down for a hit. Kind of gets away from the right fielder, but Zach will stay at first with another hit to right. The kid is money, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Pat and Coach Nick have to love that their 8-hitter has gotten on base all 5 times this season. And now he's got to be careful with Will Sloper. Will was able to get on a check swing over the third baseman's head his last time up. We'll see if they have him bunt here. Getting late in this contest, so you got to manufacture runs one way or another. Pitch outside, and Will shakes his head like there's no way. And I get you, Pat. Or excuse me, not Pat, but Will. I think Coach Pat would say the same thing. It was outside. Bunt attempt, but pulls it back. Ramirez was ready to throw to first with his gun of an arm. Either way, count goes 1-1. Ball outside. Two balls, 1 strike. Memorial scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Went 1-2-3 in the third, and Will takes another pitch outside, so the count goes 3-1. Very interesting to see what they decide to do here. Hitters count. You know that Guerin has got to throw a strike. He does not, and it goes for ball 4. So the 8-9 part of the lineup able to get on base both times they've been up. And now it'll be the likes of Frank Tessier. Frank's 0 for 1 with a strikeout his last time up in the second. He also walked and scored a run in the first. And he is hit! Oh, that does not feel good on a cold night like this. He's taken off all of his equipment, and you see that. I mean, I know he's a hockey player, but usually he has protection on, and that will leave a lace mark for sure, as it's certainly in a unique spot on the body where he's going to take a moment to try to feel better. And now Coach Harris wants to come out and kind of get things all squared away as the bases are loaded with just 1 out. Guerin has done his best, though, coming in to relieve Nolan Sullivan, who was dealing with some sort of ailment, only pitched 4 pitches. Big spot right here for Ben Malu. Even a sac fly would do the trick. Ben did it in the second to bring in Zach. And he has a pitch get out of the way. The slide by Zach. And for the second time, The Crusaders take the lead with Zach Johnson coming around to score. You can see the bench is exploding with energy. And the runners both able to move up 90 feet and looking to pad their lead and increase it. Now taking a 5-4 lead. And Ryan Guerin having some issues here. Arms getting a little tired on a cold night. And Ben Malu had to jump out of that way of that ball. Able to come back with a fastball strike. One count. Timeout called. Holds off a sinking pitch that goes for ball 2. Malu just one single on the season. A single here would be huge. He pops one. It might get over. It does. This will bring in a run. And Malu able to get himself an RBI single. And the Crusaders take a 6-4 lead. Jumping for joy are the Crusaders as just a hard-fought hit brings in a run, and now runners are at the corners, and this might do it for Ryan Guerin. He had a great couple innings here, but unable to keep the Crusaders at bay, and he will come out, or will he come out? Looks like we will get a pitching change as Guerin will head back out to the outfield. And now we'll see coming in to pitch will be none other than Ryder Clancy from first base. So we'll take a break and see what Ryder brings for pitches and be back here on Manchester Memorial Television's baseball coverage on this wild, windy Wednesday. Ryder Clancy moves from first base to the pitcher mound, and moving from the pitcher mound to first base is Mr. Ryan Clancy. Ryan faced 18 batters, 3 1/3 innings pitched, and taken off for second base is Malu. So now runners in scoring position, the 1-2 hitters, and we'll see what Isaiah Solis can do. Guerin had 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter, and is in line for the loss, charged with 5 of the 6 runs. Isaiah, love to be able to get another single. Oh, it's going to be hit to third. He has trouble with it. It's going to get to the outfield. They're sending him home. The throw. Ramirez not able to get it. The throw to second is no good. Oh, kick in the face. And we got a timeout there. Two more runs come in for the Crusaders. And we're making sure that Dawson Bolton is okay as he was kind of kicked in the head. And take a moment. Those 2 runs will be charged to Ryan Guerin, so now it'll be 8 runs charged to him. Excuse me, 7 runs, 7 of the 8. 1 will go to Nolan Sullivan. So Isaiah Solis able to come in. A hard hit ball to third base. And now Mason Poitras would love to be able to get himself on base as well. First base is available. Mason is 0 for 2 with the throw to third. is offline and a stolen base, and you see the excitement there. Once the base comes off from the Velcro, it is a dead ball. No chance of movement or getting tagged out. Now a little ground ball. He's got the play is at the plate, and he is out. So Lease tries to get home, but the infield is playing in, and a dart of a throw by Ty Byrne. So fielder's choice allows Mason Poitras to get on, but now 2 outs. And Brian Troop has to get the bat. No one had come to get it. A chant of "We're not done yet" by the Crusaders. Jacob Valier called a strike. Jacob has grounded out twice. He had that awkward collision with first base in the first inning. Has to jump out of the way. Fouls it off, so now down in the count. And a little ground ball again. Byrne is busy. The throw over to Guerin. See what they're saying? Safe. Jim Walsh says his foot was not on the bag. Guerin gonna get called to that error. Not his normal position. Again, he started out in the outfield to begin this game before moving up to the pitcher's mound. And now we're going to have a pinch runner here. Coming into the game will be Dylan Gentes. So, not sure if, well, as Valier is the big part of the catching part of this game, he kind of is able to get going and get his pads on faster with a pinch runner. So, Gentes at first. A little ground ball, and it's going to be taken handily. The throw, an easy one this time, and able to get out of the jam is Ryder Clancy. But the Crusaders able to put 4 on the board. We'll head to the top of the 5th with an 8-4 lead. Back from Gill Stadium on Manchester Public Television right after this. Well, as we start the top of the 5th, some score updates from around the state. Alvern losing to the Concord Crimson Tide by a score of 3-2. Bedford losing to Pinkerton 9-4. Bishop Girton losing a tough one to Trinity. We'll see Trinity baseball in due time as they are now 2-0. And Dover, a big 14-0 win over Windham. Exeter goes to 2-0 with a 5-2 win over Nashua South. Goffstown with a 13-3 win over Merrimack. And now here we go with Alex Rodriguez pitching a little wild there on the first pitch. Unable to get Owen Forcier swinging. Owen is 0 for 1. Walked and grounded out to Alex. And now a little hard hit ball. Malu gonna get it. The throw across to Johnston, and it is a good one. And 6-3 put out. Malu got to be doing all that he can to keep this lead and make it safe for Alex, who has pitched a heck of a gem. He had trouble in the first allowing those 3 runs, but now with the lead, it'll be much easier. And now Mario Ramirez, who's been a tough out in this game, has a single and a base on balls. Has been stranded on the base both times, both third in the first and at second base in the third. Mario ahead in the count, 2-0. Asking for time, finally gets it. Ramirez sliced one out to center his last time. Ball outside, so you know he will not be swinging. Rodriguez gets the outside corner. And ball 4, so it seems like Mario Ramirez and Zach Johnson battling it out for who can get on base more times in this contest. And they'll be dealing with each other at first base as a 1-out walk, and now brings the left-handed Eric McGinnis up to bat. McGinnis having a tough go of things at the plate today, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. He has not looked clean swinging the ball as he swings at that one and goes past him. Certainly needs to have his elbow out more and swing into it. He kind of drops his back shoulder. Kind of keeps his back elbow moving when it should be straight out. Swing and a miss, so down in the count, 1-2. McGinnis with a great head of lettuce, though. Got a lot of curls underneath that helmet and has to be careful here. Down in the count. Rodriguez looking to, fouls one into the netting. So do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first. And a swing and a miss. And McGinnis goes down for the 3rd time. And now 2 outs here for James Markley, who's had himself a heck of a day as well, getting on base twice. Markley has an RBI single in the first and a walk in the third. Ball outside. Would love to see Valier throw a dart to first. Seems like Ramirez lackadaisical a little bit to get back to the bag. Ball outside. A little trouble with the mound there. Looks like Rodriguez didn't have a good landing spot. See if he plays with that a little bit. Takes a walk. A lot of runny noses here tonight as it is, again, so chilly for this April contest. The wind has not died down as the sun has set. Now a little screamer that gets through the infield out to Tessier. See if they're going to test his arm. They do not. As with 2 outs, you got to get as many base runners as you can. And able to get on for the 3rd time is James Markley. And this could be it for Alex Rodriguez. Coach Pat comes out, and we'll see what they decide to do here. 2 outs, 2 runners on. You got a 4-run lead. And they're going to keep him in, it looks like. He gets some love from Solis. Melu has a quick chat. And now it'll be pitcher versus pitcher. Ryder Clancy. Ryder has gone 0 for 2 in today's game. He grounded out to second to end the first, and then struck out to end the third. We'll see what he can do here in the 5th. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Ooh, tried to get Brian to call it a strike. Good job framing that by Jacob, but Mr. Troop said it was a ball, and that's all we have to go with. Swing and a miss on the inside corner. Big pitch here. Alex trying to put down Ryder for the 2nd time with a K. Can he do it? Takes a breath. Look back, and now high upstairs, and the throw to third is in time. The tag is there. What a job by Jacob. Able to get the runner trying to steal. Mario Ramirez will question that decision for some time, but the Crusaders able to get out of a jam, and will head to the bottom of the 5th with the likes of Boylan, Johnson, and Sloper due up. Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television will be back with the bottom of the 5th right after this. Ryan Boylan will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Ryan trying to get himself back on track. Has gone down by way of the K twice. And certainly would love to be able to help his Crusaders cause here. And now he's down on the count 0-2. Boylan went 0 for 3 on Monday, so he is 0 for 5 on the season. Not good for Boylan, but he's still got plenty of time, and he goes down again. So maybe it's the cold weather, maybe just kind of getting himself in this situation, but Boylan's definitely got to figure things out in due time. But again, when you got Zach Johnson hitting behind you, you kind of things are better. He gets hit in the arm, so Mr. OBP on base again. Not really what he was hoping for, but thankfully the elbow guard helped him out there. And for the 3rd time, Zach on base. And the 6th time on the season. And another man who's been on base a number of times in tonight's game, Will Sloper, has himself a single and a walk. Tries to put the bunt down. It was a little inside, and he fouls it back. So just the 2nd hit by pitch in this game. Frank Tessier was also hit in the 4th. Yeah, swing and a miss. So Will, got to be careful here. Down on the count. The bunt will not be down. The pitch. Yeah, swing and a miss. So 2 Ks here for Ryder after giving up a hit by pitch. So coming in and doing his job, but now it's the top of the lineup and Frank Tessier. Frank has been on base twice, has scored twice, is officially 0 for 1, walked and was hit by a pitch. But what matters most is those 2 runs. See what he can do with 2 outs. He's got a ground one. It's going to hit off of Ryder and not able to get the ball. So another way for Frank to get on base. Give that an E6. Or it might be an E1. Kind of deflected it, and either way, an error. And now runners at first and second. Melu had himself an RBI singles last time. See if he can do it again. He's going to look at that play. I apologize. Coach Pat, with the gloves on, were able to get that foul ball back to the pitcher. Now 0-1 count. They were thinking that Zach was going to take off. He did not. Outside. 2-1 count. Ramirez is hungry to throw someone out, just like the Crusaders did to him in the top of the 5th. He wants to get the 3rd out. Ball low, and Melu now up in the count. Melu, like Tessier, has scored twice in this contest as well. Ben has 2 RBIs as well. Now a little ground ball. This should be handled cleanly, and it is. And the Titans are able to get out of the jam without allowing a run to score. We've played 6. It's the Crusaders up 4, 8-4. Back with more right after this. It'll be the 8-9-1 part of the lineup for the Nashua North Titans facing the new pitcher. Ben Melu will move from the shortstop position to the pitcher's mound, and we'll see what he can do. His warm-ups looked good. He's ready to go, and so aren't we here on Manchester Public Television. 8-4 lead, and now we'll see if the Crusaders can hold it. First pitch upstairs. And the first hitter is the last hitter from last inning, and that is Ryder Clancy, who was up to bat when Mario Ramirez got thrown out trying to steal. But Clancy, 0 for 2, is up in the count, 2-0. No, misses again, so 3-0 count. Ryder will not be swinging here with the Titans down 4 runs. They're down to their last 6 outs. And a strike. Clancy started to make the move, but Troop says, nope, stay right there. And upstairs, and Titans need all the base runners they can, and that starts with the pitcher. And we'll see if they pinch run him here. Obviously, they need his arm more than anything. Looks like he's going to just stay there and be the runner as well. Still about 5 players left on the bench here for the Titans. First pitch strike to a stunned Ryan Guerin. Guerin's 0 for 2 as well. Has struck out and flown out. And big swing, big miss. So 0-2 count. And now slices one out into the gap. This is going to get down. Able to get that. The throw to third will not be in time. And now runners at second and third. And you can see the pumped up pitcher, former pitcher Ryan Guerin, standing at second with a stand-up double. So Melu having a little bit of difficulties through the first two hitters. Kicks the dirt off the mound and see what he can do here with the top of the lineup now and Austin Trzecki. Austin able to get himself a single his last time up. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Did score the 4th run for the Titans as well. Slices one towards the Central Football locker room. Great job by Mason Poitras to get to that hard hit ball that was heading towards the gap. Getting that ball in quickly. Ooh, looks good from here. You can see Jacob frustrated with not getting that call. You can see the wave of the glove over towards the coaches. Like that's silly. So 2-1 count. Now make that 2-2. Austin playing center field. They haven't really said his name too much. Not a lot of hits out his way. A little ground ball. This is going to be to Solis. Solis back to Jacob. The tag is there in time. Clancy not able to get home in time. It'll go as a fielder's choice for Austin, who will get on base with some speed. But now with one out, it'll be Ty Burn up. And a well-thrown ball by Solis to get up to Valier for the out. Taken off like I expected. Still with the slide, not needed, but wanted to be safe. And now runners back to second and third. That was a strike on that pitch to Ty Burn. Ty's had himself a good day. Singled, scored, has a walk, and had a sac flying out to center field. Off-speed pitch that Burn gets ahead of. So, speed at second and third here. Ty Burn down in the count, 0-2. Swing and a miss. He goes down. And you can see the frustration with the second out. He hands the bat over. And now we'll see what Charlie Patterson can do. Charlie having to come in to play for Nolan Sullivan has gone 0 for 2. has grounded out and popped out. His pop out to end the fourth was a interesting one where Solis and Melu were kind of stepping on each other's toes. Down to the count. Ball outside. Charlie would love to be able to play like Nolan Sullivan and bring in a run here. Or two. 1-1 count. Inside. Call this strike. Charlie looking scared there. One ball, two strikes. Oh my goodness. Reaching. Playing a Sweet Caroline, reaching out, fouling that off right there. Patterson staying alive. Back to it. Ben trying to get a K. Oh, he starts walking off, but Brian Troop says no. Count goes to 2-2. Melu trying to get his second K. He gets it! And you can see he is fired up right now. A little frustrated with some of those calls, but either way, he gets the K. And now the Crusaders will come up to their last time at bat, hopefully anyway, and it'll be the likes of Solis, Poitras, and Valier due up. Bottom of the sixth, Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage from Gill Stadium. Back with more after this. Isaiah Solis fouls the first pitch for strike one here in the bottom of the sixth. Isaiah's got himself a couple RBIs, a couple singles. Feeling good right here. He does have one strikeout, hoping to avoid a second one here. As he pops one now towards the first base side. This will be way out of play. Bounces actually up on the rooftop and will actually eventually end up on Maple Street. So a souvenir for the people over in the plaza. Now down on the count, 0-2. What a frame job by Mario Ramirez, but it goes for ball one. Isaiah was thrown out. Oh, now he's going to ground ball over to Dawson. Bolton able to get it. And for out number one, Ryan Guerin able to get that handily. And the young Dawson able to do the trick for the 4-3 putout. So now we'll see. Where's number one? Tries to be number one, Mason Poitras. Mason was able to get on base with a fielder's choice his last time up. He does have himself an RBI on a sac fly. And he's going to send one out to right field, ranging in and able to make that catch. So two loud outs right there. And the Crusaders down to their last hitter at this moment in time. And that is none other than Jacob Valier. Jake was able to get on with an error his last time. Jacob steps in. Very colorful bat. He fouls one just underneath us. Hit the net hard enough that you could feel the shaking of the press boxes here high above Gill. And a moment here. Ryder Clancy does have a fast delivery. Sends one out to right field this time. It will get down. See if he throws to first. He's going to hold off. And a 2-out single. And that's what we'd like to see right there from the catcher, Jacob Valier. And see if he gets pinch run for again. Waiting to see if they decide to do it or not. No, it looks like they're going to keep him out there. And Ryan Verdaro sends one up into right field. Hard hit, calling for it, and that will do it for the last out. So one single, one left on base, and we'll head to the top of the 7th inning here. Crusaders just need to get 3 more outs, and we'll get the victory, their first of the year. We'll see what happens right after this. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 part of the lineup for the Nashua North Titans in their last 3 outs possibly here, as first pitch to the hard-hitting DH Owen Forcier goes to the backstop. Owen is 0 for 2 on the day, a couple groundouts, and has a base on balls. He was able to score in the first. First pitch is a strike, or excuse me, second pitch is a strike. So Owen got to be careful here. Melu has gotten himself warmed up here. A little ground ball that's going to go foul. Let's see who makes the play. It will be Isaiah, who throws the ball back. And Melu, who's now the pitcher, Alex Rodriguez has moved to his position at shortstop. Forgot to mention that earlier on. Now sliced over, and it's going to go for a single all the way out to Frank. And a leadoff single after being down the count 0-2. And Forcier is a force for the Titans. Now, we'll see what Mario Ramirez can do. Mario's been on base all 3 times. 2 walks and a single. Was caught stealing to end the 5th when the Titans look to have something going. Throw over to first, not in time. Mario watches that pitch go by for strike 1. Just doesn't seem to be very pleased with that. Been a long day here for all these players. We're looking at 9:30 at night. I remember school for a lot of them starts around 7:45, so, and they still got to take the bus ride back to Nashua. 1-1 count. Ball low. Ramirez, the hot pink gloves. And he gashes one over. That will be very foul. See if they leave that be. And count goes 2-2. Melu delivers. And a little ground ball. This could be a 5. Oh, it's not going to be a 4. It's just going to be 2-1 for the out. So Ramirez retired for the first time in this contest. And they works as a sacrifice, moving the runner up to second, though. Just not able to be played by Solis to second base. So a fielder's choice. And 1 out here for Eric McGinnis. McGinnis has gone down by way of 3 strikeouts in this contest. McGinnis swings at an inside pitch for strike 1. Melu delivers. Outside, try to get him chasing. No biting. One ball, one strike. One out, one runner on. And he's going to slice one into center. Underneath it is Sloper. And no throw here, so down to the final out. McGinnis goes down for the 4th time. Finally gets a hold of one, sends it out to center, but it comes down to this. And James Markley has been on base all 3 times he's been up to bat in today's game. So we'll see what he can do here to continue things. Ball outside. And we're going to have a quick moment here to try to get a new baseball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And sent out into a gap, running in. Frank Tessier will get that, and that will do it for the game. The Memorial Crusaders able to get 8 runs up on the board after being down 3-0 and able to take the win 8-4, their first of the year, and hopefully many more to come. Total running time is 2 hours and 27 minutes. And for the Nashua North Titans, they fall to 1-1. And for the Memorial Crusaders, they go to 1-1 and will look to continue their winning ways as they will be facing the likes of the Salem Blue Devils on Friday here at Gill Stadium. So for Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, my name is Kyle Heavey. It's been a pleasure to be with you on this wild Wednesday. We hopefully will get some warm weather and some more victories here for the Crusaders in this season. Player of the game, the Off the Mark Sports Player of the Game. I'm going to give it to Alex Rodriguez. I thought that his pitching was really something special here, and the Crusaders got to be proud to see that they have a couple stealthy pitchers here that can help things out throughout the season. So again, from the Gill Stadium, Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage, final score, Memorial 8 and the Nashua North Titans 4. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.